Good evening, everyone. I know I'm a little early.
Oh, no.
I don't want people complaining that I'm late.
You're late.
So yes, here I am. I'm live for Boxing Day because I didn't go live yesterday on my scheduled day. So I thought, well, I'll go live a little bit early.
Why
But
not?
yes, why not? So I'm watching the ads at the moment, so I'm on my YouTube channel. So hello to the two that's watching.
Me.
Uh,
Somebody else.
so yes, I know you're here.
Try to say.
And I'm on my Christmas present, what Mr. P bought me, a new laptop. So it's not a massive thing, it's only a small thing, but it does move for what I need it for. So hey ho. I'm still using the external webcam because I tried the webcam on the laptop yesterday and it were a bit dark. So I thought I'll use the external one. It seems quite clear actually. Yeah, come off it, not seeing it. That's a bit far-fetched. You edit on it and everything, so you know, that's a bit of a porcupine. So hello to the two viewers. Come in and say hello. Up to yet, it's just me and Mr. P talking to each other. Yes, as you do. Yeah, that's Benny scratching to come in. So yes. Hey?
I think everybody's drinking on Boxing Day.
Hiya, Jeff. How are you?
Lakers not win.
Oh. Mr. P's been watching his football team today. They didn't win either, but they drew 1-1. So no great detriment really. So yeah. It's a case of so what? It's just telling me I'm live.
You're live, are you?
Yeah. So yeah, I've just got an email saying I'm live. Yeah, you just lending it me for an hour. But what we've done is Chris has had his old laptop back and he's let Callum have his other one.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So it's a win-win situation. Everybody's happy. So yeah, it's a win-win situation. Sorry about that. Me.
Oh.
So yeah, it's a win-win situation because now everybody's got the laptops. Well, Callum's had Chris's old one. Well, not an old one because it's only like 2 years old, but so yeah, so hope everybody had a good Christmas. You know, I mean, we had a quiet one at home, so you know, nothing stressful. We just had a relaxed day, had a Christmas dinner, you know, stretched out and watched the TV yesterday. So, you know, we didn't, you know, do anything too strenuous to anything. So, you know, it were a nice relaxed day. You know, we got up in the morning, we'd got, you know, well, when I say we got up in the morning, Mr. P were having trouble sleeping. He were up at 6 o'clock and yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, we bought Callum a new Xbox, and he wanted it setting up upstairs, and for some reason
You pulled all wires out from back in the telly.
yeah, he unplugged all the wires out the back of the telly. Never thought, and he let it go, and of course it crashed on Pixie's head. So I think he got concussion for the rest of the day. So yeah, he had a bit of an headache all day.
See Tweety Pie going around my head.
Yeah, and he, like, when it fell on him, he felt it floor. So of course he put his hands out, and obviously he's got a bad shoulder, so it hurt his shoulder as well. So yeah, but there were a few choice words, and
Just a bit.
you know, all's well that ends well anyway. So it's all set up and everything now. So we've got 6 watching, and nobody else is saying anything. So you know, if you're watching and want to say hello, just come in and say hello. So well, you see, that's something that he's got to work out, isn't it? I mean, it is like, it's an Xbox, but it's an all digital one, which means it don't use the discs. So he's got to find out where he can purchase the games and everything from, so we can load them onto this new Xbox that we. But same as I said, it's not a bad thing, because the money that we've spent on games over the years, and then 6 months down the line, you can't play on them because they scratched high heavens. So in a way, it's a good thing, because it's all digital and there's no way you can scratch them. So, you know, he can play with them till his heart's content. It's just finding the games that he wants and finding out where he has to download them or get the code or whatever. Because I think basically what you do is you purchase them, and then you get a code for it, and then you put this code into your Xbox, and obviously that downloads it. So that, you know, that's the idea behind it. You'll get a code, or you buy a code for a particular game that you want, and then he just puts the code into his Xbox, and hey presto, it downloads the game. Or that's my understanding of it. I'm not quite sure how it works, but anyway. So well, yeah, I suppose you could, you know what I mean? It's but I think a lot of these, the legit ones, is like you have to go onto the Xbox store or something. I don't really know. I don't know how it works. So
The Xbox games.
but yeah, I mean, you know, if nobody else comes in, then I won't be going on very long. You know what I mean? It's a case of
Pointless.
yeah, it's, you know, it's pointless sitting here talking to myself, and it's just me and Pixie talking. I can do that without going live, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I mean, we'll see. We'll gate a bit longer and see if anybody comes in. If nobody comes in, then I shall shut it down and try again tomorrow night. So it's gone up to 7 now. So yeah, but there's 7. It says 7 watching. So why ain't anybody else? Yeah, why ain't anybody else talking?
Who knows?
So but you know, same as I say. But yes, I do know it's Boxing Day. But I mean, I weren't going to go live last night because obviously it was Christmas Day, and I just wanted to, you know, have a day off and, you know, do what you do at Christmas, just relax and watch TV, and, you know, so that's it really.
Get another 10 minutes, Bobby.
Yeah, I'll, some as I say, I'll get a bit longer, see if anybody comes in. If not, I should just close it down and, you know, yeah, call it a day, and that's that. Hey, we've got Amjad.
Oh, lad, oi, oi.
How are you? I was just saying, Amjad, you know, if nobody were going to come in, I was just going to go on for another 10 minutes and then call it a day, because, you know, saying 7 watching, but there's only Chris and myself talking, and we can do that anytime, really. So yeah, you know, the same as Chris says, it is Boxing Day, but you know, that's the reason why I didn't go live yesterday on my normal allocated day. You know what I mean? Because it was Christmas Day, and we just wanted to. Yes, Chris has got another cast off because we bought Callum a new football shirt. So for Christmas, so Chris has had his cast off, so to speak, or hand me down.
Can't watch your putty.
His dad, his uncle, and his brother are watching footy.
No.
Well, you see, Chris's team are on this afternoon, so you know, he's been watching football this afternoon. So
Proper football, not this Premier League fairy stuff. Premier League.
So yeah, his team drew 1-1. You know, we wanted a win because it were at home, but oh yeah, you're in there. They drew 1-1, so same as Chris says, it's, you know, it's not end of the world. So so yeah, you know, I mean, he's quite pleased with it. It were a tricky game, and same as he says, he's satisfied with. I am here now to chat because I enjoy coming here to have a laugh. Well, that's it, Amjad. Same as I say, there's 7 people watching, but up until you coming in, there are only me and Chris talking. And same as I said, I can do that any time of day without sort of going live and talking to Chris. You know what I mean? So I says, well, I'll get another 10-15 minutes, and if nobody else comes in, then I will going to close it down, you see. So so yeah, so I did the trip out go yesterday. Yeah, what was it, busy on the road? And I hope Bella comes. Joke strap through. We'll never live that one down, will we? So yeah, same as I say, we had a quiet one yesterday. Chris was saying earlier on in the chat, we bought Callum a new Xbox, but it's like an all digital one, which in essence means it don't have games. You have to download a code or whatever. So Callum was that in a hurry to get it all set up. He pulled the telly out to plug the wires in the back, and it fell on Chris's head.
They tell you it all.
Yeah, so he had a little bit of a concussion yesterday, and he expected getting up this morning with a big egg on his head, but luckily, and of course he fell to the floor because it hit him on head, and of course he put his arms out to stop himself, and he were in excruciating pain with his arm because he put his arms out to stop himself. It was good yesterday. Cambridge, the mosque, was beautiful. Wasn't really busy on the roads or the motorway. I mean, like where the telly hit him, his head.
Yeah, when you get a lump on
Yeah,
your
when
head,
you get a lump on your head, we call them eggs on your head, because it comes up in shape of an egg, doesn't it? When you get a knock on head. So yeah, they got a bump on the head, and we expected it being, you know, out here this morning when he got up, but it weren't. It didn't suffer any adverse effects. It didn't cut his head open or anything. It were just a shock to the system because it clunked him one on head. It's put off. Yeah. Us here in Yorkshire land call, you've got an egg on your head. Because when you bang your head, it comes up like the shape of an egg. So stop here long enough, you'll get used to all these euphemisms and Yorkshire sayings and whatever. Good job your brain cell was on the other side of it. Didn't think you had any.
Half of one now.
Yeah. Obviously, it didn't affect that one brain cell that you have got. Oh dear, and it's been a miserable day. Chris, we're going to go out because I bought him a new lens for his camera. But typical, because he said he was going to go out with the camera this morning.
Chucking it down.
Absolutely chucked it down all day. So I keep saying to him, you're going to have to think it in your head without opening your mouth and saying it, because every time you open your mouth and say, oh, I'm going out with the camera in the morning, it's absolutely piddling it down. So I says, in future, I says, just don't say anything, just think it. Because if you say anything, then, it's bound to either be 6 foot in snow or chucking it down with rain or so. The weather can mind read. Well, it's every time you say, like, I'm either going out with drone or I'm going out with camera, it absolutely chucks it down. Yeah, it's been awful today again. Hey, we've got Bella in.
Hello, Jockstrap.
So, hi, Scottish Gamer, how are you? Thank you for coming in.
Scottish Gamer.
So, yeah, I mean, apart from falling on Chris's head and him getting a concussion, it's fine. It might have knocked a bit of sense into him, actually.
I won't bank on it.
So yes, that was about the only event of the day, really. You know what I mean? I've just got to show Bella something that I got for Christmas. Look at that, all bling bling. And it's actually, it's like a clutch bag, but it's got some things in it. It's got luxury shower cream, and it's got a, tell you in a minute, I can see it, jojoba silk and almond oil refreshing body spritz. So that came in it as well. Same as I said to Chris, I can use it like as an handbag, can't I, really? Because it's like got a fastener thing. So that's a posh one. And my sister-in-law also bought me this for the kitchen. And she says she thought it was very apt because it's got all cupcakes on it. So yes, so that's going up in the kitchen. My cupcake plaque, and it says on it, "You are sweet." So when Chris gets the hammer and whatever out, that's going up on the Aids drones. I'm just showing you a few other things that I got for Christmas. My sister-in-law bought me that. Oops. I also got like a little cup and saucer, but it's a candle. So Chris has concussion, that anyone will notice. So yeah, it's like a little cup and saucer, but it's a candle. So I think the other sister-in-law bought me that. What else did I have? Can't remember. Oh, a purse. Got a purse as well. That's down here. From, yeah. Got that from my mother-in-law. So I'm just put, oh my God, I love candles. This were a purse from my mother-in-law. So yeah, so I've got a bag and a purse to go with it. So and then obviously Chris bought me the laptop. I'm trying to think what else I had.
Chocolate orange.
Oh, me eyebrow thing. Oh, pardon me. Yeah, he bought me one of these. I don't know. It's flawless brows or something. It's something to. Bella's put. That's a nice purse. All you need now is the money to go in. I could start a stall, Bella, with the amount of purses I've got over the years. What laptop you get, Jeanette? I'm looking. Well, this one was actually, where were it from? Argos? No, it went from Currys. And it's like it's not a well-known make. It's called Geo, but it's only 11.5-inch screen. So it's not a Chromebook. It's actually a laptop, but a small one. Same as I said to Chris, so long as I can plug my external camera into it, so long as I can live stream on it and do like Facebook and YouTube and whatever, I'm happy with that. So, and it weren't all that expensive. I think it was from Currys. So yeah, look on Currys' website. They might be even cheaper now. So yeah. Oh, you're forgetting you got a sweatshirt. And we're amazed, is because see, the Callum and Chris had both got like identical wrapping paper, same size package and everything. And I was saying, oh, I bet it's something to do with Sheffield United. Well, Callum opened his first and it's like a blue jumper. So I says to Chris, I says, I wonder if they bought your identical jumpers. You were skint to start with. Yeah. Well, that's not far wrong, Bella. So yeah, so when Callum opened his and it were like a blue jumper, we half expected Chris to open his and his being exactly the same, but it weren't. It were like a hoodie. And I says, oh, I like that. I like that. You know, not that, yeah, I'm trying to think how to put it. It's quite modern to say that his mum and dad's bought it him because they don't, you know, they're in the 70s. So, so yeah, but it, you know, even Chris and me both said, oh, I like that. And it's like that's blue, but it's like got stripes down arms. So you know, it were quite pleased with that. So yeah. So, you know, what else did I? Oh, I had a Terry's chocolate. Chris bought me a Terry's chocolate. Hang on, it's this. Yeah, I know. Well, what day were yesterday? Christmas Day were yesterday, which was a Wednesday. And I did initially say, well, I'll not be going live Christmas Day. So I'll be going live today to make up for yesterday. So there you go, Bella. So that's the explanation. I'm going live tonight because I didn't go live yesterday, which is like my usual allocated slot. So she's not all there. Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about me then.
Well, we know you're not all there.
Amjad says it feels like Friday. We see that's the problem when Christmas Day falls in middle of week, you get up next day and you can't remember what day it is.
I can't remember what day it is. Any day of week.
so yeah, so you know that, mind you, even when it falls at a weekend, you still can't remember what day it is. So you know, that's Christmas for you. You get up following day and can't remember what day it is. But it was like Chris, our bin days is on a Friday, and I say, I can't remember what bin it is this week. I says, well, wait till a bit later. I says, nip out and see if anybody else has put their bins out, and then you'll know what bin it is. So he ain't working, he said.
So I thought he was working every day this week up to...
Well, he did, but Thursday is usually his alchemy.
Yeah.
But he worked yesterday, didn't he? I think he said he'd got today up tonight off.
We were open today.
Hey?
We were working today.
I'm sure he said that he were off today anyway. So I've got a question for you guys. Has YouTube had another purge? Because overnight I've lost 10. So has anybody else lost any subs overnight? We've never got any money Boxing Day anyway, Amjad, so we've never got money to spend. So yeah, I got up this morning and I've lost 10 subscribers. I've seen on Facebook that they're all going on about it. Some have lost 80, some have lost 20. So I'm assuming that YouTube's done another purge and got shutter all the dead, you know, subs or whatever. Because I've noticed on Facebook, everybody's saying, is it just me, or I'd lost so many overnight, or I've lost this, that, and other overnight. So, but I checked mine, and I've actually lost 10. So I might even have lost 11. I'm not sure. So, so yeah, it sounds like they're doing another purge, because there's been a lot who are on Facebook about it. Everybody complaining that they've lost subs. So, you know what I mean? I just wondered if, you know, if anybody else had lost a significant amount, you know what I mean? So, but you see, the thing is, they do it because there's people that sub to you and then don't interact with you and whatever, and they call what they call dead subs. So they don't interact with you or anything, so they just basically take them dead subs off you. So I had 500, but now it's 499. We see that, I mean, you're lucky in that respect, Amjad, because you've only lost one. Same as I say, but you see, the thing is, same as I say, they were like people on this Facebook group saying, "Oh, I've lost 80," and you know, I suppose the bigger your channel you are, the more you lose. I don't know. So, but you know, there were some saying, "Oh, I've lost 10 and I've lost 17," and then there were ones saying, "Oh, I've lost about 80." You know what I mean? Beware of the purge. You can do any crime for 12 hours and get away with it. Yeah, it's one of them stupid shows that you watch, I bet. So, so I knew it was with reference to a film or whatever, or one of programs that you watch. But you see, that's the thing, Amjad. Mine were fine, and I got up this morning and I'd lost 10. So it's got to a point now where you know, I can't be bothered going into people's stream expecting people to sub to me. So I just go in, I say hello, and then I leave. You know what I mean? I don't bother going into the big ones where they, you know, where there's a lot in, because one, they don't you know, they don't see you. So it's a case of, you know, why bother going in, because they don't notice you if there's tons and tons and tons in. You know, I can this, so it's you know, if I get some, I get some. If I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? So yeah, you know, I've sort of got to a point where, you know, if I gain some, I gain some. If I don't, I don't. You know what I mean? Who's Shazza? Oh, Sharon's. Oh, so you're enjoying yourself then? Lol, you can talk, Pickering. But yeah, and what marbles you did have went rolling downstairs yesterday when that telly hit you on head. I were half expecting him to have a gash on his head, Bella, but he hadn't even got as much as a mark, a bump, no nothing. So obviously he's yeah, he's got a thick skin because it didn't even mark him. So yeah, right. Don't you mean that's the other way around? So yeah, I'm not showing you my sexy stockings there. I look like Nora Batty, you know. Well, because we bought Callum a new Xbox, right? It were in that much of a arse in hurry to get it all plugged in and everything. He pulled the telly out to plug the leads in, and then which he didn't need to, and then he let it go, so it fell on Chris's head. But then he sort of fell to the floor, and obviously he put his hands out because he fell to the floor, and he did his shoulder in as well. So it hit him on head, and he hurt his shoulder and his arm because he put his arms out to stop him from fall. You know how you break your fall. So yeah, so we weren't best pleased about that either. So yeah, and of course he were blaming Callum because he pulled telly out and he didn't need to. So
I was not an happy bunny.
But hey, we've got Johnny Five.
The live of Frugal Farmer.
Oh, hey, Frugal Farmer. Yeah, it's only just come up on mine. How come it come up on yours? Yeah, she says that's going to help his back. Well, it same as I say. And Christmas Eve, he hardly got any sleep at all because of his shoulder. He were down here at 6 o'clock Christmas Day, because he couldn't sleep. So he came back to bed, I think it were about 8:45. Anyway, last night we'd got some spare pillows on the bed in the spare bedroom. So he says, "Oh no, I'm going in there. I'm going to get them spare pillows and I'm going to prop myself up." So that's what he did last night, and he slept like a baby. So obviously it's helping his shoulder being like propped up a little bit more. So yeah, so he slept a lot better last night. So I thought you'd eaten them all.
No, still got some left.
Oh, so I hope you had a good day yesterday, Johnny Five and Bella. tell us what you got. I've just been showing everybody what Santa bought me. And this laptop I'm using now, Chris bought me for Christmas. So
got the other one back, yay!
I'm still using the external camera because the camera, it is a little, it's not a notebook, it is actually a laptop. Yeah, a bit delicate. So yeah, Chris bought me a new laptop. It's only like a small one, but it is actually a laptop. And I tried it out yesterday.
See you, Bella.
Oh, okie dokie. Okie dokie then, Bella. See you later. Bless her. So yeah, it's only like a small one, but we tried it yesterday as regards the camera that's actually on the laptop, and it were a bit dark. So I says to Chris, I'm still going to use the external camera. Basically for clarity reasons, because same as I say, I tried it on the camera that the laptop's got, and it weren't very good. It was very, very dark. So but same as I said to Chris, I don't know about you, but it looks a lot clearer picture to me. I don't know what the picture looks like from your end. You know, whether or not it's that laptop that I was using before, but, you know, you'll have to let me know your opinions. Is it a clearer picture or what? Or so, yeah, Callum had an Xbox, a new Xbox, but it's an all digital one instead of like one that's compatible with discs. No, you don't have to. You don't use discs with it. It's all digital, aka what you have to do is you have to buy codes for the games that you want, and then obviously you just download this code into your Xbox and, you know, download the game, and that's it. So you know, jobs are good. Same as I said, the amount of money that we spent over the years on discs, and then like 6 months down the line, it's either been scratched and it won't play it. So same as I says, this is a good thing really. But it's like got 3 games built into it. But Callum says he don't like it. Were it Minecraft, Fortnite, and something else? I forgot now. It's got like 3 games already built into it. But Callum says he don't like any of them 3 games. So it's just like, you know, saving up and, you know, going to wherever you purchase these codes from and, you know, getting the games that he wants, really. So right, I'm moving this because my knee were a bit skewy. Yeah, it is an Xbox One, but
Xbox One S.
It's an Xbox One S. It's a white one, but it's all digital. You don't have to put any, you know, like, because it's old Xbox, well, like, you have to buy the disc and put the disc in, or this, you don't have to. It's, some say it's all digital. No buying games or anything. You just buy the codes.
Well, buy the game and download it. I think that's all it is.
I think what it is, like he likes FIFA. He plays a lot on FIFA. So it's finding the FIFA game. You buy it from like Xbox Store or something daft like that. And they send you a code or something, and then you put this code in and it downloads the game. So they're a computer and console.
Oh.
But yeah, I mean, he can watch his YouTube on, I don't know whether he can watch his YouTube on the new one, but on the old one, he could play DVDs, he could watch YouTube and this, that, and other. He's got the Connect bit to it, like the camera thing. I'm just as his team PlayStation. We see, we asked him if he wanted a new PlayStation, and he says no. He says I'm quite satisfied with my Xbox. He's always had Xbox, so Amjad, you're fired. It's what you're used to. That's, you know, I mean, I know nothing at all about games consoles, so I can't say either way. But Callum's I mean, before he had the Xbox One, he had the Xbox 360. And then he had the Xbox One, and now he's got the new Xbox One S. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's what you're used to, you know what I mean? I mean, the controller and everything's same. It's just the fact that you don't use a disc with it. So, but I think they do. The one that we bought, Callum, I think they do one, which is both, which is like got a slot for the, you know, like the disc games, but it's also digital as well. But I think that one's a bit more expensive. So, you know, we opted for the digital one anyway. So it's. Oh dear, he's put upside down. He's put on me joking. Now you know you won't desert me, Amjad. So, so yes, you know, I'm trying to think. Oh, his sister. I tell you what, his sister bought. I know I'm bending down here again, but I'm trying to find that thing. What is? Oh yeah, his auntie bought Callum like a little shaver thing, and it's like a little travel shaver, really. Because she bought Chris. What? Oh, that rich. She bought Chris a tea towel with the Sheffield United song on it. And she says, I thought that was quite apt because obviously it's a Sheffield United. Hey, karate. So anyway, she bought Callum this, and it's like just like a foil thing. So yeah, the same as I said to Chris, like, be ideal for when we go on holiday because it's only like a little thing. So it'd be ideal for you know, same as I said, it's like small and compact. It's main charged. So so basically be ideal for when we go on holiday. So now he started shaving, you see. I mean, we bought him a shaver, but it was one of these big, like one with 3 rotary heads. That's ideal for like taking on holiday. We are, you know, taking shaving gels and this, that, and the other, and it's ideal, basically.
Oh.
It's more like a travel shaver, really. How much coal did Mr. P get in his stocking? A whole sack full.
And then I traded it in for a new lens.
So I bought Mr. P a new lens for his camera.
Steve-o!
Yeah. Hey, hiya, Steve. How are you? So yeah. Just been. Hey, Crimson's in as well.
The other Steve-o.
I've just been showing everybody sort of what we've had for Christmas. I'll just show people that's just coming in. I had that bought me, but it's not just a bag. It's it's got some goodies in it as well. Look, spritz like oil and luxury shower cream. So yeah, so it's like a bag with some goodies in it. Chris's sister bought me aptly. It's like a slate that you hang in your kitchen. So obviously it's got cupcakes on it. So that's going to go in my kitchen. Got a string on it so I can hang that in my kitchen. And oops, everything's going flying. I got a purse, you know, just a little purse. So yeah, got a purse as well. And I've got like a little Dad's already seen this anyway, but it's like a cup and saucer, but it's a candle. So yeah, so it's like a candle. So that's it. Look, it's like a little cup and saucer, but it's a candle. Chris bought me this laptop that I'm on. And then bought me a chocolate orange. What else did they have? Oh, like a thing to do my eyebrows. Because my other one broke. It's like a flawless. It will buy JML anyway, and it's like a thing that does your eyebrows. So yeah, all in all, Callum got his new Xbox. Chris got a new lens for his camera. Callum got lots of sweets and whatever, and Chris had a new sweatshirt, didn't you?
Yep.
And a box of licorice all sorts, and Callum got a jumper. That little mini shaver. What else did he have?
No, just those little.
Oh yeah, they've both had a lot of smellies like Lynx and. He says, "I saw you baking with your Santa apron on." But you see, the thing is, Crimson, Chris can vouch for me that whenever I bake, I come in here and I'm either covered in flour or something. So I says to him, I know I'm going to put my apron on. So yeah, I use body mists a lot. Don't ask how many I have. We see, same as I says, it's like got your jojoba and some oil, but it says it's like a body spritz. So I mean, I don't know, is that like perfume or is it an oil that you rub in your skin? Jockstrap. It says to me today, we're watching this. Were it on YouTube? Did you say?
No, Facebook.
Oh, it were on Facebook, and it was a bloke had bought his wife a Sheffield United apron. So it says next time he's got some money and he goes down to Sheffield United shop, he's going to buy me a Sheffield United apron. So yeah, so that's the plan. I've just got to wash that one because I did promise it crimson. I mean, I've still got the lemon drizzle pack thing, cake mix in the cupboard. Well, you see, the story behind that crimson is Chris took a picture the other day, and in the back room, I haven't got a lampshade on mine because it broke. Well, in the back room, Chris has got a it's got a beige like lampshade. Now he took a picture, and there was this like white line coming down it, and Chris was showing it to everybody, wanting to know what they thought it was. And Bella said it looked like a jockstrap. So that's the story behind the jockstrap, because Bella said it looked like a jockstrap. So, and Amjad couldn't stop laughing about it. So So yeah, that's the jockstrap joke. It's all caused by Bella, and Amjad ain't been able to stop laughing about it since, you see. I can see Amjad falling out with you if you don't behave.
He's laughing.
But yeah,
Of course, it's naughty Bella.
yeah, that's the story behind that. Hey up.
What?
I've got a pussy come on me.
Oh, we got Benjamin.
So yes, she was in earlier, Steve, but the granddaughter were crying, so she'd gone to sort her out. So yeah, Benny's photo bombing the show. Yeah. So
How high can you go?
I know. He's settled down a little bit now. So yes, Benny's been getting quite clingy as of late, and yeah, but he's a bit camera shy, you see, so that's why he's not facing the camera, aren't you, Benny? You're a bit photo shy, a bit camera shy. Well, it's a good job I'm not typing, Steve. That'd be me buggered. But well, you see, Tucker started coming and sitting on me for some reason or other, and we've had him 3 years, and he's never ever wanted to sit on me. And now, because Benny comes on my knee a lot, he started coming on my knee. Well, are they going to know what colour bin it is tomorrow?
Oh, somebody might Google it.
It's going to be different all over the country, isn't it?
Now they can Google it for South Yorkshire, Sheffield.
Hey!
Yeah.
Well, we ain't got a grey bin, so that's that out at window. We've got a brown one, a blue one, and a black one. What's brown one for again? That glass?
Tins and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. The brown one's for glass, tins and plastic. And the blue one's for like newspaper and cardboard and everything. And obviously, the black one's for like normal waste. Well, what you'll have to do is in a bit, you'll have to stand at the door and look, see if anybody else has took any bins
what
down.
What I normally have to do is I have to walk about 2 mile out road to the fire somebody who's got the bin out.
Green, brown, black. Yeah, we've got 3 bins. Because before that, we had a blue bin, a black bin, and like a blue box. Now, the box were for like newspapers and cardboard and everything. And the blue bin were like tins and glass and... So yeah, but then they did away with the blue box and we had a brown bin to, you know, throw another confusion into mix. So now instead of like 2 bins in a box, we've got 3 bins. So, but, you know, Chris asked me, I mean, he's the one that takes the bins down. And then he's asking me which bin it is and says, I don't know. So...
tell you, brown bin. Purple bin. Send your drone out, see what colour bins are out.
It'd be a waste of time sending it up in here.
I'm not seeing out.
I'm going to say it's pitch black outside.
Plus it's raining.
So yeah. But you see, cause it's Friday, I mean, they might not even be coming tomorrow because, like, people have had 2 days off. They might come Saturday.
Good though.
So.
Let's have a look. Oh, they've got that.
Yeah, there's one of them things tied to.
Top of bin, yeah.
Yeah, go and have a look.
I'm not able to see that.
Well, I'm going to say take it off at bin and bring it in, you prat.
Well, before you'd let me finish what I was saying and jumping in off sentence, sort her out, Benny. God.
Yeah, more likely to sort you out.
Nah. He'll drop a
Strap
tie on the
it
head.
says strap a torch to it. Well, you see, normally what they've, because Chris has just said they put like a thing on your bin, don't they? Like tell you when what days they're coming over at Christmas period. Well, there's one of them on our bin. Flying jock straps on a ballet dance. Amjad says, I was watching Old School Countdown with Auntie Mabel, aka Linda Barron from Come Outside. She was talking about flying jock straps on a ballet dancer. Richard says, picked up the Mavic Mini from Argos this morning, getting its maiden flight in the morning. I didn't even know where Argos sold them.
They didn't have them in stock.
Hey?
I think they did, but they didn't have them in stock.
Oh. So you've been looking then?
Well, obviously.
Cool.
There'll be no collections on Friday, the 27th of December.
Yeah, so they're not
Instead,
coming.
your bin will be collected on Saturday, the 28th of December.
Told you.
There will be no bin collections on Friday, the 3rd of January. Instead, your bin will be collected on Saturday, the 4th of January.
There you go.
But I still don't know what funny colour bin it is.
So there's no need to worry about taking it out tonight then, because they're not coming till Saturday.
Oh, that means I can have another beer then.
Yeah, Richard says yes. You can't, because I've got gutted ups in the morning, haven't I?
I'll have a whiskey instead then.
Well, that's just as bad. Sausage surprise.
Is he asking about sausage surprise again?
Yeah, it says the black one is general waste, food waste, nappies, plastic bags. The blue one is paper and cardboard, and the brown one is glass, cans, tins, plastic bottles. So, well, why don't you go watch Sheffield?
I'll be right. I'll do what I normally do. And have a look at.
So,
Friday
it
night.
says here www.viola.co.uk/Sheffield.
Oh, I'll have a look. I'm not having a look now. Someone typing that.
But yeah, there's a website, Richard, where you can go and have a look, and even a phone number. So, oh yeah. Amjad says EastEnders yesterday, shocking storyline for Linda. So, but it's like all the soaps, they've all had like shockers, if you know what I mean, which it wouldn't be a soap without a shocker on Christmas Day, would it? If you know what I mean. You know, I watched Coronation Street and Robert got shot by accident and he's dead. Shona got shot and now she's like in a coma. But she has left, well, she's had a baby actually. She had it other week, I think. But you see, I don't think, you see, problem behind that storyline is I don't think Martin shot him. I think it was staged and he's just left country. I don't think he's dead. But he's made out to Ben that he has killed him. Hey, we've got Stephen.
Lad.
So we've got another co-host on the show, Steve. Benny, but he's a little camera shy, so that's why he's facing away from the camera. So I've got a co-host tonight. So I didn't go live obviously yesterday because it was Christmas Day. So I thought I'll go live on Thursday instead, but I will still do my normal live stream tomorrow night. So So yeah, got a little. It's wonder you can't hear. Can you hear him purring his head off?
I don't know. I'll have a look. Listen.
So he's very contented because he's purring away. Wonder you can't hear him. He's purring that loud. So can anybody else? Can anybody else hear him purring? But yeah. So I've got a silent co-host, and well, not all that silent because he's purring his head off. But, yeah, I've got a silent co-host tonight. What is it? Strong and silent type.
Yeah. Ones are the ones to watch out for.
Yeah. So, but yeah, while you're scratching him and rubbing his ears and everything, he's happy chappy, and that's that's just Chris. So he's hanging on for dear life, bless him, with claws in my top. Good job I've got a thick sweatshirt on. So so how is everyone? And I hope you had a good Christmas yesterday. Did Santa bring you anything interesting? So I'm on a laptop that Chris bought me for Christmas. I bought Chris a new lens for his camera. We bought Callum a new Xbox One S, all digital.
She's not happy about that.
And then, like we had, little bits and bobs from his parents and his sisters and his other sister, and so yeah. I'm gonna have to refresh this because it's just spinning around.
Is it spinning around? What, on your phone?
So yeah.
All I get for Christmas is this bloody coffee. Oh dear.
That's not good. I've got a new co-host here, Wakey. He's the strong and silent type. Okay then, Amjad.
Is he going?
Yeah, because EastEnders run at 9 o'clock.
Oh, right.
So, but I've recorded it anyway. So yeah. I mean, all in all, we had a quiet day. There were just the three of us. We ate, drank, and be merry. So yeah. He's settled down a bit now. Still purring his head off though. Oh, you're not leaving?
There we got James in.
Hey, how are you, James?
Righto.
Mine used to be the strong and gobby type. But yeah, he's settling down a bit now. Wakey, he was purring his head off a minute ago, but he's I think he's nodding off now. Oh, he says I've got you on my phone.
Well, he's not leaving.
So yeah, we didn't go out anywhere. We just chilled out all day. Had his Christmas dinner, ate chocolates, ate cakes, had a few drinks last night, and that were a bit it. I did go to the shop.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Anyway.
Oh yeah, you did.
There's always one shop that's open on Christmas Day.
Mine used to bring rabbits home. I'm glad these only bring sticks and leaves and
mouses out me.
I'm going to say Ginger one bought a couple of mouses home, but that's the biggest thing that is bought.
Lucy's brought a pigeon home that were bigger than her.
Yeah. but more often than not, she brings either tie wraps, little bits of plastic or leaves. That's Lucy. If I move my hand now, Benny, you'll fall on floor. Don't fart on me. So, but no, I mean, I don't think there's many rabbits around here unless they're in a pen. And we'd be in big trouble if we went hunting rabbits. She brings home useful things. Well, I won't exactly say.
I do the tie wrap was broken.
I was going to say plastic tie wraps that's already been used and cut off, and a stick, and dead leaves. Oh, Dylan. Well, you see, this one here. It only, I think, how old were it?
Not all about 7 or 8.
No, I'm on about when he went missing. I think you were about 3 months, something like that, weren't you? Or just a bit older. We hadn't had him all that long. Anyway, we lived near a main road. Now, at the time, we'd got another one called Eddie, and we'd got him. Now, where we used to live, this when we were in Great Yarmouth, he's only got one ear. No, he ain't. He's got two, but I'm not lifting him up because he's settled. So anyway, where we lived, it were right next to a Haven holiday camp. And right across road from where we were, it were like a Torah, like tent Torah pitch thing. Anyway, he went missing. We rung round all vets and told them to be on the lookout and everything. And after about 2 months, we thought, he's definitely not coming back. He's either snuck in somebody's caravan or snuck in somebody's thing, and they took him home with them. Because we looked high and low for him. We went riding in car looking for him. Rung round all vets, see if anybody had reported, being killed or knocked over or whatever, what you do when you ring round vets. And all of a sudden, out of the blue, I got a phone call from our vets. And she says, we've had a phone call today saying that this lady has found a cat. She says, and when I asked her to describe him, she says, it sounds very much like Benny. So she gave me the lady's phone number, and it was an old couple that had got a disabled daughter. So anyway, she got on the phone, and I says, call him Benny and see if he comes to you. So she did, and he come. So she says, yeah, it is your cat. And it was actually an estate over the main road. She said he'd been coming to the door for about a week, and they were feeding him. So anyway, she came with him, and as she put him in a cardboard box, she opened the lid on the cardboard box and just jumped straight out onto me. And other cat were going funny because he'd come back. So we got him back, but the girl of this old elderly couple, she were mentally and physically disabled, and she were crying her heart out. I think she wanted to keep him, really, but I was that attached to him that I was that so glad that we'd got him back. And I felt heartless because this young girl wanted to keep him. So, it were a lose situation either way you look at it, because I'd got my cat back, but she'd wanted to keep him, and she were heartbroken because we were coming back to us. So So we got Benny back, and then a few weeks later, Eddie got knocked down on the main road and he died. So that's when we got Lucy. So after Eddie died, we got Lucy. So, but yeah, he was first ever cat we ever had, weren't he?
Oh, Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you were wondering why his name were Eddie, Callum named him after Eddie Guerrero, the wrestler. So Callum named Benny as well because he'd got a friend at school called Ben. So we called him Benny.
Well, he wanted to name him Batista.
Oh, yeah, Batista, that Rick, weren't he?
Shouting, come in, Batista.
Yeah, I can remember that when we had Benny. Callum wanted to call him Batista, and Chris says, I ain't standing on no doorstep shouting, Batista, Batista, come in. So the first one was named Eddie after Eddie Guerrero, and was a famous WWE wrestler. He's dead now. So yeah, Callum Eddie. No, we weren't named after a footballer. It was, pardon me, it was named after Eddie Guerrero, the WWE wrestler, and that's why Callum wanted to call Benny Batista. And Chris says no. He says no way. He says you name first one after a wrestler. He says, you know, he says, I'm not having another cat named after a wrestler, and I'm definitely not standing on doorstep shouting Batista. So he says, pick someone else. So then he says, well, I've got a friend at school. His name's Ben. So he says, I think I'll call him Benny.
You got rid of one cat. I'll get two. You did a better figure here.
I did. So then when Eddie got knocked over, we decided to adopt Lucy from the RSPCA, and he kept saying, I can't think of any girl's name. So I sort of said to him, you know, it's not after anybody or anything, but Lucy's a nice name. So we opted for Lucy, you see. So that were sort of like a normal name. And obviously when we adopted Tucker from the Cats Protection, he were already named Tucker. So, you know, that's sort of the story behind the names. But yeah, Chris won't let him have Batista.
Definitely not.
So there you go. So, you know, is there any particular reason behind your animals' names? Or, hey, we've got Tony.
Hello, Tony, lad.
So, yes, I've just been telling everybody, Tony, about the reason behind the cats' names. First one we had was Eddie, after Eddie Guerrero. Now, I bet Tony knows who Eddie Guerrero is. So yeah, but he got knocked down, and Benny here, which is the black cat, he wanted to call him Batista.
No.
But Chris won't let him have that name because he says, I'm going to look at a right plonker stood on doorstep shouting Batista. So,
shouting Benny.
So yeah, Callum wanted to name them after wrestlers. So, did you have a nice day yesterday, Tony? I hope you enjoyed it.
Hope you didn't spend so much Christmas money on eBay.
You should have called her Doris Flutterpick. Would have loved to see Pixie shouting Doris.
Doris Flutterpick, come in, your bees ready.
Steve says we named our cat Lucy. It was months later we realised it was a boy.
Still called him Lucy.
Still called him Lucy. Yeah, well, I hate to explain it to you, Steve, but when it's a man cat, it's got two things. You know what I mean?
Lucy short for Lucifer.
So yeah, you can easily tell the difference. Because yeah, but in the case of ours, they've had them chopped off. yeah, balls, exactly. So yeah, all of our three cats have all been done. So, you know, there'll be no pitty patter of tiny feet anytime soon.
Unless I can't get somebody pregnant.
You better not. Oh, he says he called his Dylan because he reminded him of the rabbit from Magic Roundabout.
What, a cat?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it was that one with big floppy ears, weren't it?
Right.
But yeah, same as I say. So I sort of suggested Lucy to Callum, and he liked it, so we called her Lucy. So yeah. But I mean, same as Chris says, it were bad enough shouting Eddie, and then you get people saying, "Well, what on earth possessed you to call it Eddie?" So we have to go through a whole tale of saying, "Well, Callum's always been into WWE wrestling, and he named it after Eddie Guerrero." Oh yeah, it is a bit. Can I put it? We bought him the new Xbox One S, but it's the old digital version. So the games that he likes playing, there's 3 built-in games with it, and the idea behind this new Xbox One S is you actually purchase the games and they send you a code, and then you put this code in your Xbox and it downloads the game. Because his last Xbox, well, over the years we've spent fortune on Xbox games, and with it being disc versions, they can easily get scratched. So basically we opted for this because it's all digital and there's no discs or anything. You just download a code and you get the game via this code.
Can you get your disc version onto your digital version? That's what I want to know. Or you can buy them off the store.
Oh yeah, I says you can buy them off a store. Just put that over there, Callum. Put everything over there for now, and then I'll.
Well, don't forget these are there then.
Wished I had a video camera back then. Where to see a dog that's that size playing with a cat. Next door's Dalmatian used to come round. Steve says, "Hi, Callum."
Hello, Steve.
We see Chris bought me a new laptop. So he had his old one back that I was using. So he's got that now. And the one that Chris was using, Callum's got now. So we've all got laptops. So yeah, you know. So yeah, he was pleased he got a new Xbox, but the fact that the 3 games that it's already got built in is Fortnite, Minecraft, and what's the other one, Callum?
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves, and none of them is interested in. Okay then. Yeah. Callum been on the sauce again. No, not today.
He's only 1 can of beer today, and that's it.
Has he only had one?
I didn't even have a beer. I thought he had a beer at football.
No, he didn't have one.
He didn't have a beer at football.
You asked him, but he didn't have one.
He enjoyed it better if he had a beer at football, then he wouldn't be able to see telly.
Oh, we see, same as I say, over the years, Tony, we've bought him that many pounds worth of games. Like he's had the WWE one every year for as far back as I can remember. And like the FIFA one, the new one that comes out every year. And like 6 or 7 months down the line, he's coming down saying, "Can you clean it? Because it's scratched." So same as we said, we're getting this one. There's no chance of that because it's all digital. So Tony says, hi, Callum, nice to see you.
I know. Well, you can return it.
And also this.
Oh, can you return it when you've opened it and you've got it all set up in your bedroom?
Put it all back in.
No. So they're not going to sell you an Xbox and not be able to buy the games.
No, you can fund it, can't you?
So, but anyway, Chris and Callum had quite a. Going to use WWE 2006 target practice when the weather gets better. So yeah, I mean, between them, they've had a lot of smellies. Callum's had like some links and some hair and body wash, and Chris has had some links, and his auntie bought him like this mini little shaver thing, which is ideal for when we go on holiday.
I can use that now, actually.
Yeah, I've had it plugged in, so it should be charged up.
How are you gonna?
It says it came free with the Xbox 360.
What did?
That WWE 2006.
Oh.
So yeah. It's all right. Callum's wanting us to try his new shaver out.
How are you?
And the noise you can hear is not Jeanette's vibrator.
Yeah, he says you need the Xbox Live Gold membership. Well, you see this
Turn it on, Mum.
at side. There's like a switch on side.
Like that.
Yeah. But yeah, with this new Xbox, they just come. Is it 6 months live membership?
No,
That mirror-
month. 1
Mirrors
month.
down there if you want to.
1 month.
Yeah. So anyway, it comes with gold membership. So Brice says it's only for a month, but he's got the gold membership on his old Xbox, so I don't know whether
Well,
that.
it said for some reason, I checked on, I don't know, but it said it's suspended, so.
Well, you'll have to set that.
I've already have.
Oh. So.
No, we don't get that one.
Yeah, you see, Wheels not having a lot to spend, Tony. We just do it on a monthly basis, like a month at a time. I know it sort of works out more expensive in long run, but we ain't got sort of that money to, fork out, So yeah, but I mean, they wouldn't make the console if you couldn't purchase the games. So yeah, go and have a look. Either get that mirror or look in other mirror, Callum. Tony says Callum isn't old enough to start shaving yet. He's only got bum fluff on his face. You'd be surprised, Tony, because we bought him 1 month ago. But the one that we bought him got 3 rotary heads on. And we found that when he's shaved, it's caused a lot of spots. Now, this one that his sister's bought is like a foil thing. So yeah. It might be a bit kinder to your face as well, Callum.
I know, I felt some of it on my thing.
So yeah, that's what his sister bought him. It's like a little mini, and it's like got a foil on it. Whereas the one that we bought him has got like 3 rotary heads, and he's got quite a few spots on his face.
Oh no!
Hey,
What was that?
It's Boxing Day. What happened to last week?
Oh, man in the shed. Get back in the shed, yo.
I don't know what did happen to last week.
Last week went like that.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, normally my day is a Wednesday, but obviously it was Christmas Day yesterday, so I didn't go live yesterday for obvious reasons because it was Christmas Day, and we just wanted to spend time, So yeah. So instead of going live last night, I decided I'd go live tonight. but yeah, you know, it is proper. We've noticed as well, because let's have a feel then. Yeah, there's still a bit under your chin. Yeah, you'll have to do it in the morning when you get him a wet razor and leather strap. The spots are caused by all the chocolate cake. Save them for me instead. He says, I don't know, I finished work on Friday and now it's Boxing Day. Well, that's it. You see, and I've had that many folks say to me, what day is it? Because you see, I've got doctors in the morning. And Chris, when I said to Chris, says, oh, don't forget, I says, it's for a blood test that I should have had like the week before Christmas. But then I had a phone call saying that she were ill and could we reorganise it. And she wanted me to go Christmas Eve. And I said, oh, I've got too much to do Christmas Eve. So she's rescheduled it for in the morning at 10 to 11. So anyway, I says to Chris today, I says, oh, don't forget, I says, I've got doctors tomorrow. I says at 10 to 11, I says, for that rescheduled blood test. So when he went, but it's Saturday tomorrow, I says, it ain't, it's Friday tomorrow. So we were like confused and couldn't remember what day it were. Well, you see, the thing is, Tony, we with Callum, he's left-handed, plus he's not got very good muscle tone in his arms. So we opted for an electric one, so it'd be easy for him because he were like getting it like got a bit of a goatee. So if I can find it, I'll show you the one that we bought him. If I can find it. So, no, I can't.
Good night, everybody.
Callum says good night, everybody. Here, this ain't Wednesday. Well, it's Thursday today. But you see, because Christmas Day fell on a Wednesday, I weren't going to go live on Christmas Day. So yeah, so we bought him like, and it were only £10 from Asda. It was Asda's own Met, but it's one of these like 3 rotary things. Tony says, bye, Callum, take care. Oh, yeah, Richard's got one of them triple thing. He knows what I'm talking about. It's like 3 rotary heads. And it were a tenner from Asda. So same as we said. Wakey says, night, Callum. Wakey.
Good night, Wakey.
So anyway, we bought him that as a first razor. You know, because it were going a bit out of control. It would look like it got a scrawny goatee, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. It is like a rip-off of the Philips one, but a lot cheaper. It were only a tenner. And then, some as I say, his sisters bought him that little one. So yeah, his sisters bought him one, and it's like a foil. The same as I said, it'll come in handy when we're going on holiday and whatever, because it's more compact. It's electric, you know, you can charge it up. But you see that, same as I say, the one that we're seeing these in Asda, and it's exactly like the Philishave one, but it's a lot cheaper. And it does the same thing. So, and then, same as I say, his sister bought him that one for Christmas. But that's a foil. And I thought, well, that's going to be ideal for when we go on holiday, rather than sort of packing all on sundry, you know, shaving gel, razors, and everything. They can just take that and, you know, have a quick whip. Yeah. But we've never had no problems with that one from Master, have we?
Nope.
Even though it only cost 10 quid. So we've never had a problem with it. So great for sorting out bird toes. We don't have burnt toast. We don't burn toast in this house.
Yeah, one thing that'll sort out, don't burn it.
But yeah, I mean, sort of, even though we bought it Callum, Chris has been using it, even though he swore like by wet shaves. Same as he says, when you're in a hurry and whatever, you just get electric shave and that's it. Job's a good in. So there's an art to it. Richard says, my last filly shave lasted me 20 years. I'm on my second one now. But yeah, I mean, we've never had no complaints with this one from Asda. Cost us a tenner. They've had the money's worth out on it. But yeah, I mean, you can't grumble for a price. It's just like a filly shaves, but it's Asda's own mech, and it's George's own mech, and it costs a fraction of the price that filly shave. You know, Chris has had one of them. You had were it filly shave, and it's like that were a 3-head one, but it were like a flexible thing, and it's supposed to, like, when you go over bumps, it's supposed to contour to your face. Now, and it's got like instead of like plugging a electrical thing in, it had got like a docking station, and I think I paid about 70 quid for that, didn't I? And he's hardly ever used it. So you know, it's not always, you know, the more expensive ones is the best, because they're not. So you know, some as I say, I paid about 70 quid for that one for Chris about 2 or 3 years ago, and he's hardly ever used it. And it was one of the more modern, the modern one, where it's supposed to, you know, think to your contours like a.
Bring it up to a face line for people who should be able to strip wallpaper.
But yeah, you know, same as Chris says, I mean, when all said and done, I paid about 70 quid for that, and he's hardly ever used it, have you? Just couldn't get on with it.
What?
That sweet.
Oh yeah,
the head tilts and everything to supposedly go.
All things are knackered inside it.
So
Right.
I can't grow a beard because I have 2 scars on my chin, and one on my lip, and hairs don't grow there for some reason. Same as I say, the only downside Callum's got at the moment is because he's a teenager and he's 17, he's got a bit of acne going on his face. So I mean, really, when all's said and done, a wet shave won't be really beneficial to Callum, because he's got these spots on his face. So, well, they're not spots, it's acne. So obviously, because he's a teenager and whatnot. So so yeah, it won't benefit Callum. I mean, so he's better off having like sorry, I'll just put it back on charge. It won't benefit Callum having a wet shave, because he's got this acne and it's on his chin and everything. So so yeah, I mean, it's more beneficial to him to have the electric shaver rather than a wet shave. So it takes a while for your chops to get used to an electric razor. Always a bit crap in the early days. Well, you see, same as I say, it were getting to a point where everybody was saying to Callum, it's about time you had a shave, because it were like, you know, like how they them like wiry ears, and you know, we were getting a bit of a goatee going on, and you know, and folks, it would sort of getting ribbed from his granddad and you know, people at school and everything, you know. it's about time he had a shave. So that's when we bought him the one from Asda. But obviously being a teenager, it's you know, he's got to contend with acne. Well, you see, the thing is, Tony, I never had spots. I've always had a clear complexion. So obviously he takes after his dad. Preparation on the spots, preparation H. But yeah, it's like same as I say, he has to be a little bit careful, because some as I say, these spots has broke out on his, you know, just here and on his chin. So when he's actually having a shave, and that's why I said that that one might be a bit better, because it's like a foil and not like these 3 rotary things, because they can come a little bit keen if they, you know. So anyway, I'm just a sausage surprise. I'm back. Richard says I still get the odd zit and I'm 51. So yeah, but you know, he's just got to be a bit careful. I mean, when he, you know, when he had that lump in his neck, and then he had it raw, it all went red, and doctor said she thought he'd got it was just unlucky to get eczema on his neck. So she gave him some cream, and it was like a steroid cream, weren't it? So he keeps putting a bit of that on, it clears it up, and then as soon as he stops using it, it flares back up again. So so yeah, so he's going to have to start, you know, using this cream again, because same as I say, when he had this eczema on his neck, she gave him this like steroid cream. So he's going to have to start using that. Oh, you're lucky. In 3 years' time, I'll be 60. So there you go. So, yeah. Well, you're...
I'm still older than him.
What? No, Tony will be older than you, because you're not 49 till next year.
Oh, crap. I got that wrong then, didn't I?
Yeah. Tony's 49 in February, and you're 49 in November. So.
All right, then he's not a young puppy now.
so Tony's actually older than you.
There you go.
Oh. Oh. Richard, happy birthday for yesterday, Richard.
Oh, birthday on Christmas Day. Double the presents. Get it. Happy birthday, lad. Yesterday.
So yes, happy birthday for yesterday, Richard. So yes, in 2020 I'll be 58. So yes, in September I'll be 58. In a couple of years I'll be 60. Gordon Bennett. Now you're just pipping him, Tony, because your birthday's in February, and you're 49 in February, and Chris is 49 in November.
Double deal, or one great big present for Jesus. We're going to call him Jesus now.
Boom, lol.
I'm Jan Rappick, XMR.
So yes, his comeback is in his other channel. But anyway, yeah. So Chris in 49 till November, whereas you're. Okay then, Steve. Yeah, I'll be back to my normal schedule tomorrow. I've got to wait till Easter to shove a rock or two about. Oh, Wake is 55 in July.
Old fecker.
See, I'm older than you. So I'll be 58 next year. September. Gordon Bennett. We all getting on a bit. All except for Amjad.
There's only young and
Yeah.
No, jockstrap.
Hey?
His name's jockstrap.
So yeah, I mean, out at lot of us, Amjad's the youngster of the crew. Oh, Steve says his neighbour's 102 in March. Gordon Bennett.
He's only a young un.
Oh,
102, that's nothing.
you'll have to ring Chris up then, Amjad, because he's been having trouble sleeping. We shall.
What's that?
It says, this is my ASMR channel. I do videos to make people relax and sleep well and get tingles. I do spa, role plays, bedtime stories and whispering videos and candle tapping.
Oh, you don't want it to come
That's if I survive this cold. Tony says, you're not 56 or 55. You're only 40. No, I'm not. I am 57. I was 57 in September. And next September I'll be 58. I lost my son there. We're lucky to hit 50 in Lancashire. In 20 years service for the Royal Mail, I only delivered 4 telegrams from the Queen.
Oh.
Yeah, I wished I were 30. So,
Lucy, no.
well, you see, this is a true story.
Yeah, jockstrap.
When I met Chris, first question was, how old are you? Well, after we'd sort of got chatting. So he says, how old are you? I says, well, have a guess. So he said about 29, 30. And I went, well, actually, I says, I'm 39. I'll be 40 next year. And he didn't believe me. And Chris is like 9 years and 2 months younger than me. What's Tony after? But yes, I was born on the 22nd of September 1962. So yes, so work that one out. I'll be 58 next year. So yeah. You said that's close enough for me. Let's get hitched. No, it was other way round. He asked me. So yeah, he thought I were like 10 years younger than what I were.
Oh, sugar daddy.
Yeah.
I'm a toy boy and you're a sugar daddy.
Yeah. Richard's a sugar daddy and Chris is a toy boy. But funny thing is, Wakey, we met on 14th of December with 2000.
Mm-hmm.
So we've actually been together 19 years. But we didn't get married until 2003.
Cradle snatcher.
I'm a cougar, you know, in every sense of the word. Oh, daughters were both. You've got twins, haven't you, Richard? So, well, yeah. It obviously says that daughters were both 16. So obviously they are twins because they were both 16. Duh. Anyway, same as I say, we met in the December. He spent Christmas with his family, and then like not long after the New Year, I went to visit him because obviously I lived in Nottinghamshire and he lived in Sheffield. I went to visit him, went to this cafe and both got food poisoning.
Yeah.
Yes, I will be streaming tomorrow as normal, Amjad.
Oh.
This was just like a bonus stream because I didn't go live yesterday. So anyway, so the first time I went up to Chris, he met me off the, I went on the coach. He met me off the coach and he says, oh, I know this cafe where we can go, you know, because it was like pretty early in the morning. He says, you know, I'll take you for your breakfast. Anyway, believe you me, it's not a very good like second meeting because we both ended up with food poisoning. Chris had to go out to the shop, he come back in and I was throwing up down the toilet and I thought, oh, that's all I need. You know, he comes walking in front shop and I'm, you know, throwing up in his toilet. It's not a very good look. And then I lay down on the sofa, he covered me up and everything with his quilt. And at that time he got 2 sofas and then about half an hour later, he were on other sofa and he was same. So, and you've been there ever since because Nottinghamshire won't let you back in. Well, I'm going to get to that bit, Wakey. So anyway, I came to visit him and he says, well, I'll come to you next time. So a few weeks later, because he were working for an agency then, he says, you know, I'll come down for the weekend. But then midweek, he rang me and he said, hiya, Kate, how are you?
I don't, Kate, lass.
Sort of midweek, he rang me and he says, that job with agency's finished, so I'm coming tomorrow. And that were it. He never went back, only to clear his flat out. And he moved in with me. And I've never been able to get shut on him since. Yeah, you too as well, Kate. Yeah, we've had a quiet one, just us 3. I love Yorkshire. Well, mine's actually a Nottinghamshire accent. But yeah. So when he came down to me, he went into town one day, come back and he says, I've been to the job centre, I've got a job. And that was it. He never went home. Yeah, right. So did you try sending him back? Quite a few times. Ever since he came, same as I say, he come down that to visit me and never went back. Well, anyway, shortly after we got married, about 2 years after we got married, we moved to Great Yarmouth. And then in 2012, my mum started having ill health, and so we made the decision to move back to Nottinghamshire. But then she were like coming round every day, she were interfering and everything. So that's when we made the decision to move to Yorkshire. So we've actually only been back in Yorkshire, I think it's 6 years, isn't it?
Mm.
So
I think he's been out at the sales shop.
Yeah.
He's been having.
Why did I think Chris was older than me? Jeanette got me thinking now. So but yeah, same as I say, and rest history. We got married in 2003, so 17 years in June we've been married. Because I got a bigger bald patch than you, Tony. So yeah, so there you go. Callum were born in 2002. So yeah. And the only reason why we didn't get married before Callum were born was my ex, who were being a bar stool, let's just say.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we got married in 2003, so and rest history.
I've had fun with it all this time.
Oh yeah, right. More like other way round. Kate's put, oh my God, people queuing this morning in town for sales. It's mental. It's on the news early hours. You see, I can't see point in that because yeah, they say it's sales, but it's very rarely they making a loss on what they're selling. If you get what I mean. So it's not actually in sale because they're not making a loss on it. And we've never got the money anyway, Boxing Day, because we spent it all over Christmas. So we ain't got the money to go out shopping in sales. So yeah, but you see, it's like people are under this assumption that, oh, we're getting a bargain, we're getting it this so much knocked off it, so much, you know what I mean? But when all's said and done, whoever's selling like tellies or whatever, they still got to be making a profit on it. So you know, they're not going to sell things at a loss and not make any money. So they still must be making a profit on it. But hey, we've got Thomas in.
Hey, how do, lad?
So yeah. Amjad says he's so busy this weekend, Saturday shopping at Tesco and picking up my cousin from the airport with my brother. She's coming back from Pakistan Sunday. Yeah, high street prices are an automatic 50% icon. Well, you see, this is what I'm saying, Wakey. They make out to Joe Public that you're getting a bargain, but whatever the business is, they're not going to be selling them at a loss. Obviously, whatever price they're selling them at, they've got to be making money on it. And to you too, Thomas.
Yes, a young Thomas, lad.
So, but yeah, you know, no matter what shops are selling, you know, they've still got to be making a profit on it.
Right, speak to Samsung.
Yeah, iPhone, the biggest scam on consumer goods. Whenever I say I'm busy on the weekends, I say I am booked on the weekends. Another word for busy. So yeah, you know, I mean, it's you know, whatever they come up with and saying, oh, you know, they're still not selling at a loss. They've got to be making a profit, whatever price, you know, they overprice them beforehand. So when they do slash the prices, they're still making a profit on it, if you know what I mean. Hey, Jeanette's as the Coke, I got Pepsi Max, win-win.
I'm good on it, even when I got it, buddy.
Wakey says he's on Coke Zero.
Oh, is that hard stuff then, is it?
Yeah. Hey, I actually cracked open that coconut bay yesterday. That's like Malibu, and I only had the one. But I enjoyed it.
Yeah, and all Budweiser's gone, and I'm on.
Hey up. Did you see that? I think it's a bit too high to get up there, Tucker. I think that's why. It's all right. Tucker's on this. I've got like a glass table outside of me, and Tucker's on there, and Lucy was sort of got a pause on table, but she's only a little thing, and I think it were a bit too high for her to jump up, otherwise she'd.
No. You've been on me all day.
Too much Pepsi Max will rot your teeth. We see this. What I've got, Tony, is yeah, no sugar. I was trying to think what it were. So yeah, it's no sugar. Hope everyone had a good Christmas. I thought
yesterday.
Oh yeah, that a bloke knocked him off his bike.
I hope you knocked you out with his bike.
You see, I were only joking when I cut my finger the other day and I said it's his turn. Yeah, I were only joking, Thomas. I didn't mean, you know, for you to get knocked off your bike, but
I've got a full case left on there.
but yeah, this bloke whizzed past him and knocked him off his bike with his wing mirror. So Road Rage Thomas followed him and knocked his wing mirror off.
As long as there were no blood on your bike, that's all that counts.
You see, that's the only time I have a drink, Kate, is when it's Christmas. And some, as I say, it's called Coconut Bay, and it's more or less Asda's rip-off Malibu. So he says, I'm having a night off the booze, letting my kidneys recover. So yeah, I mean, I don't drink alcohol as a rule, but same as I say, this is like a Asda rip-off a Malibu, and it tastes exactly the same, but it's half price of what proper Malibu is. Yeah, he says, I got bumped by a car, and when I caught up to them, I put my fist through the mirror. So
that's how you broke your wrist.
Well, he thought he'd broke his wrist. So yeah, same as I say, I had it in like a tall glass like this, but I put about that much of the Malibu in and then topped it right up with Coke. So you know, it weren't a strong one, let's just say. I only put like a tot of that Malibu in, but I filled it up with Coke. So it's like me, Kate. I don't drink normally as a rule. So same as I say, Chris wanted a bottle of whiskey because he enjoys a tipple of whiskey. So I saw this, and it's called Coconut Bay, and Chris says, well, what's that? And it's basically rum with coconut in it, and it's like a rip-off of Malibu, really. I made up for it by saving someone's Christmas, though.
Oh, what do you know?
Bellini's, I've never heard of that, to be quite honest with you, Kate. Whiskey, ooh. So how did you save someone's Christmas then, did you? How did you come to the rescue then, Thomas? Tell us.
We wait with bated breath.
Yes. Yeah, Bellini's is. I've not tried that. You see, I don't like Baileys or anything like that because to me it's too sweet. So you know, what's that, Kate? Sort of describe it to me. But anyway, same as I say, this that I bought, I think it was £5 something. Whereas if you get the proper stuff, it's about 12-13 quid. It's a peach cocktail in a wine bottle. Ooh, let's have a look for that.
Bellini's.
Oh, Darwin says Baileys. I love it.
Oh, no Baileys in this one.
Well, you see, Baileys has got whiskey in it, but you said you don't like whiskey. Oh, she says it's £4 in Tesco's.
Oh, well, that's a shame. We go to Asda. We're not Asda.
But yeah, same as I say, that's why I can't drink Baileys. One, because it's got whiskey in it, and two, it's too sweet.
It just tastes rank.
Well, it isn't. It's like too sweet because it's like a creamy, sweet taste, isn't it, Baileys? And that's why I don't like anything too sweet. I don't like.
Is that there? Yeah. It is Baileys.
But the same as I say, we only normally Chris drinks lager, but because it was Christmas, he always treats himself to a bottle. So we had a bottle of whiskey. Asda will do it too. You see it more at Christmas. Oh, it's by the Bucks Fizz stuff. Oh, all the hotel staff abandoned their post to have Christmas dinner and left the manager to do all the work, then left her nothing to eat.
Mm.
Well, that were rotten on them, weren't it?
Mm.
So she was in tears, and even though I had a lot to work to do, I broke off my jobs and cooked her. Well, that were lovely of you. That were lovely of you, Thomas.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm proud of you, Thomas. But it's horrible that they all stopped off to have the dinner and didn't leave her anything. It's horrible, that is.
Mm.
So tall glass full of ice with Bailey. I don't care how much you dress it up, Richard. It's still no. Lager is good, Chris. Take it from me. But you see, that's only. You know, Chris only drinks lager. Apart from because they were doing 3 cases for 20. Is it 20 or 21 quid in Asda? So we had Carling, Foster's, and some Budweiser bottles. But Callum likes the Budweiser. So you know, when were it went? Oh, it was Saturday. That were it. Callum had quite a few on Saturday, and they were a bit tiddly. I think that's probably why he didn't want any today when they were watching football. So yeah, Chris did ask him if he wanted a can of lager. Yeah, I'm going to say we used to buy lemon pancakes and white chocolate ones, didn't we? I had Carling and Foster's like the taste of it. No, I don't think I have.
What?
It says, have you tried the Asda's own brand cookies and cream chocolate bar? We don't buy a lot of chocolate. I buy like chocolate for cooking, baking, but you know, yeah, bugger lager, pint of Tetlis for me.
I used to be on bitter. John Smith, smooth gives you a good clear out.
Richard says, I have a few every Saturday and I'm usually a lot tiddly, lol. But the thing is, he wrote Carling last night and he says, I'm going to get that Carling more often. He says he can give me a good clear out. So, yeah. You still young, Amjad. When you get older, your individual taste and smell will change. Take it from me. That's it. But same as I say, as a rule, I only buy chocolate when I'm baking with it. You know what I mean? You know, I get the Asda's white chocolate drops and the milk chocolate drops, and I buy Asda's white chocolate, milk chocolate. You know what I mean? Like when I'm using it for baking, I always buy Asda's own make anyway, because it's a lot cheaper than you know what I mean. When you're baking with it, it's a lot cheaper to buy Asda's own make than buying Cadbury's. Except in my case, Tony, it were a long, long time ago. So yeah. You know, it's same as I say, it's like, I mean, I don't know. Chris always has a drink in ours. Now, same as I said to Chris, I don't know what it is, but drinking it from a can, or even if you put it into a glass, it's still not the same as going out and having a drink. And that's why a lot of time I don't have a drink in ours. I'd sooner have Coke or lemonade or whatever. So So you know what I mean. It's just not same, but I make an exception or I try to make an exception at Christmas. So you know, oh, got an itchy nose now. You know, and it's like I bought Quality Street and roses and whatever. They only time I mean, yeah, I know they don't sell them all year round, but I make an exception at Christmas to buy roses and Quality Street because it's Christmas, you know what I mean? You know, and once Christmas is over, everybody's going on a diet. So, you know, so, yeah, I get what you're saying, Tony. I mean, it's like, you know, I mean, when I were younger, I couldn't stand vegetables of any kind, shape, or form. But now I love carrots, peas. I still don't like Brussels sprouts or broccoli. But it's like you look at your greens or your vegetables and you think, God, are you expecting me to eat them? You know what I mean? But it's I understand what you're saying. Your taste does differ from when you're younger than when you get older, if you know what I mean. But yeah, same as I say, normally I don't buy any chocolate whatsoever unless I'm using it as for my baking. But same as I say, you know, it's Christmas, it comes once a year, so you get like Quality Street or roses and whatever. And we always buy, I mean, like it's like I always get Callum some of them tubes, and he's had Smarties, fruit pastels, randoms, and then we bought him like a round tub, and it's got the oh, good night, Amjad. Thank you for coming in. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, it's Swizzlers, and they do the drumsticks and love arts and Parma violets and things like that. See you tomorrow, Amjad. Thank you for coming in. So yeah, you know, I mean, sprouts make you fart. I don't like them anyway. I reckon they're horrible. But yeah, it's like a sweet tub, but it's got like love arts, Parma violets. Let me have a look. Drumsticks, refreshers, love arts, and something else. I forgot where it is. Thomas says, I'm already sick of all the chocolate I got for Christmas. Yeah, so it's like a tub, but it's not chocolate. It's like Swizzler stuff. Callum absolutely loves the refreshers and the drumsticks. So yeah, so it's like a tub, but there's like all different, and it's not chocolate. Because since Callum started college, and since he started walking there and mostly back, he's lost a lot of weight. Hey, bottle caps. My English mother would make bubble and squeak on Boxing Day. I never got a single choc this year, kids did. But yeah, you know, so we don't sort of like, even though I bought Quality Street and roses, I don't like to go too overboard because I don't want to spoil all hard work Callum's put into shedding this weight. You know what I mean? So, but he has lost a lot of weight since he's been walking to college, because it's downhill going, but it's all uphill coming back. And even his mum and dad says, you know, could tell a difference. He slimmed down a lot. You know what I mean? And I sort of didn't want him to plonk that weight back on. We're buying him a load of chocolates and whatever over Christmas. So that's why I bought him them, because I know he likes drumsticks and refreshers and not too much the Parma violets, but you know, because we're in two minds, because they did a tub of Haribo, and he loves Haribo, and they like the little packets at Haribo inside. So yeah, some as I say, we were in two minds whether to get this Haribo tub or to get this Swizzlers with drumsticks and everything in. I've given up the car 100% for work now. I cycle there and back. I've gone from spending £60 a week on petrol to spending £40 a month. Well, that same as I say. But it's all right. I've just had a thing saying I'm live. How long have I been live? Just over 2 hours. Yeah. Happy New Year, and sort of still Christmassy. It's Boxing Day, so yeah. But he did say, Richard, that like in New Year he's going to get out a lot more and go out and, you know, do a lot more walking and whatever. Oh God, don't talk to me about Brexit. They might now saying it might not happen till 2021, but we don't talk politics because we've had enough of it over the past couple of months. So yeah, so we don't talk politics because it's I'm fed up of hearing about it, what with general election and whatever, and I've banned it. I've banned it, talking politics, because there's that many people got their views on it and whatever, you know. So yeah, it'll happen when it happens. But they are saying as well, Tony, that it could be January 2021. You know, they've got to, what's it, this deal or whatever. So no, we're not talking politics. Because I'm fed up of hearing it. What you know, what we you know, general election and whatever. I got fed up of hearing about it. So, and you know, are we, aren't we? Are we, aren't we? You know what I mean? One of these things. And so anyway, so yeah, you know, it's same old. But yeah, I mean, it's like every time Chris says he's going to go out, like he were going to go out this morning with camera, but every time he says he's going to go out with camera, it piddles it down with rain. It's not only that, Tony, as well. They call for a general election. Has it solved anything? No. It's still the same.
I thought you weren't talking about it.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No politics in this house.
Yeah, we don't talk politics. Oh. So yeah. So I was hoping for better weather. It was like funny. It's like been raining, but they were like a mist, weren't they? It's like been like a mist. So I don't know whether it's warming up or. Okay then, Thomas, and you'll be careful.
Yeah, watch your arm, lad. See you later.
I got my new drone. I was at Argos's door at 9 AM and it's rained ever since.
There's been crap with weather.
Yeah, right.
Rain.
Oh, pardon me. He says use a GoPro and a good raincoat with gum boots. Well, we're not. We're changing subject now. So, you see, I bought him a new lens for his camera, and it's exactly the one that he wanted. So, he's been itching. I mean, he ordered it from British Art Foundation. So, when Christmas Eve it came.
Yeah.
So, he got an email. He were expecting it Monday or Tuesday. Right.
No, Monday it came, Monday.
No, it didn't. It come Christmas Eve because I were doing them apple turnovers with. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Anyway, he thought it would come in Monday. Then he got an email. It's drizzled all day, pardon the pun. So anyway, he got this email saying it was going to be delivered on the 30th, which were the following, like Monday coming up. So he's chuntering away to himself and he's saying, oh, you know, I'm not going to get it for Christmas. Or, you know, he had a right rant about not getting it. Welly bobs. So anyway, so he you know, we were in the right strop because he'd had this email saying it weren't coming till 30th. So we were on a right grumpy rant, and you know, anyway, I were baking. It were Monday, I think, because I baked Monday. I didn't bake Christmas Eve because we went over to your mum's, didn't we?
Yeah.
So anyway, about 5 o'clock, something like that. About 5 o'clock, there were knock come at door. So he goes to the door, and it was his lens.
Well, hey.
So I says to him, I says, well, open it. Just, you know, check that it fits your camera, check that it's right one, blah, blah, blah. So we did that. So as soon as he'd sort of fitted it onto his camera and he knew it was right one, I says, right, put it back in box. I'm going to wrap it up now.
Oh, boy, that.
So we were wanting to go out with it, and I says, no. I says, it's going it back in its box. I says, and I'm wrapping it you for Christmas. So ever since yesterday, he's been itching to go out with it. He did have a walk down to, because our local Premier shop is open on Christmas Day, and he made some excuse. He got to go out for some cigarettes or something, just so we could go out with the camera. And he took his bodyguard with him as well.
Callum.
Yeah, aka Callum. Because Chris says, well, people see me with a camera around my neck and blah, blah, blah. He says, they might mug me and run off with my camera. So if he says, well, you see, most of the stuff I've ordered online, Kate, and touch wood, you know, we haven't had a problem. You know, we ordered, well, with Callum's Xbox and my laptop, we did a click and collect type of thing from Curry's. Still can't get my Sky controller to update.
No idea then. Make sure batteries are working. Right. Sound daft, but I don't know.
Oh, Bottle Cap says Prince Harry is over here about 60 miles south of me. Spent Christmas on Vancouver Island.
Lauren's in.
Hiya, Lauren. How are you? So, yeah, I mean, I ordered Callum's Xbox from Curry's, and that were delivered to the store next day. So it's not far from us. So we did click and collect just to make sure that we got it. Chris did the same with my new laptop. That were from Curry's, and he did the same. You pay for it, and then, you know, you...
We did come on to say bloody day, no?
And then he did exactly the same. He went into his local Curry's, and you get an email saying it's gone into the store and won't bind to the tablet, says update successful. Oh, that's a bit strange then.
Don't know then, mate.
So yeah, we were pretty lucky in that respect. Same as I say, we were just waiting for this. Chris bought it off for eBay, but it was the British Art Foundation that was selling it. So it paid for it last week sometime, and you know what it's like on eBay. They can come anytime. So anyway, Sam, as I say, that was the only thing that we're waiting to come. Everything else we've got, and I ordered my shopping online as well. Yeah, they made a few substitutes, but I'd ordered like chocolate for some like future. Hey, we've got Steve back in as well.
Hey,
Lawrence.
Can't keep away.
Yeah.
Well, Lawrence says, get back in there. Get back into that.
Oh dear. But anyway, same as I say, we've been pretty lucky in that respect. Tell them. Well, I ordered a tub of Heroes, a tub of Celebrations, and a tub of Quality Street.
Oh, it will lurking.
So I ordered 3 tubs. So anyway, I got an email saying we've substituted your Heroes for Quality Street, we've substituted your Celebrations for Quality Street, and we've substituted your Roses for Quality Street. So I should have got 3 tubs of Quality Street. But when delivery driver come, I only got 2. So I rung Asda up and I says, I should have had 3 Quality Street. And I explained the situation. I ordered Heroes, Celebrations and Roses. They hadn't got none of them 3. So they were supposedly sending me 3 tubs of Quality Street, but I've only got 2. So anyway, they refunded me that, plus they refunded me £1.75 extra. So yeah, so it were a win-win situation. I got refunded the amount for a tin of Quality Street plus £1.75 as well. Never been so sober in my life. Oh dear. So, I mean, it's like only time, because it was Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and everything. Chris has had a drink like nearly every night. So, yeah. But we didn't do too bad. Same as I say, we ended up with 2 tubs of Quality Street. And when Chris went down to our Asda, they got some roses in. So he bought me a tub of roses as well. So,
No.
Richard says it's a fairly complex affair updating the Sky controller. So, I mean, Richard should know what he's talking about. So, well, you see, Chris has got Amazon Prime as well, and they say like next day delivery, but more often than not, they can't guarantee it's going to be next day delivery, because it all depends where your products is coming from. So it's like everything else, they can't 100% guarantee that you're going to get the stuff, even though you like on Amazon Prime and they guarantee it next day delivery. It all depends if it's coming from this country or abroad. How can they guarantee it's going to be next day delivery if it's got come from China or somewhere? You know what I mean?
That link's for Wakey.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if it's going to help him or not.
Yeah.
That's for Wakey.
Yeah, that link that Chris has put in, he says it's for you, Wakey.
Probably not helping.
Come New Year's Eve, I'll be paralytic. Well, we're not going out anywhere, Lauren, but we'll be probably
Still be paralytic.
Still be drinking at home, you know what I mean? So I've had delivery issues with Amazon in the past. Not 1 day delivery like they advertise some. Yeah, well, this is what I'm saying, Tony. I mean, they can't always they say they guarantee 1 day delivery, but they can't guarantee anything. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. If you're a member at Amazon Prime, we guarantee next day delivery, but they can't guarantee anything. For one, it all depends where it's coming from, and 2, they've got to guarantee that a courier can pick it up and deliver it, but they can't guarantee that either. So did you take a look at that link that Chris?
I've been all good to him.
Yeah.
Fine.
So why are we talking about Amazon? I don't know, because we're talking about eBay and shopping online and.
I'll just give you an example.
No, you do yours monthly, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris does his monthly anyway. But you see, he likes the Amazon Prime because a lot of the football is being streamed on Amazon Prime. Well, some of the football is being streamed. So that's one of the reasons why Chris likes Amazon Prime, is because some of the football is a variant, not a delivery schedule. So where are you going then, Lauren? Where are you going out? Obviously, you're going out New Year's Eve. So
Warrington River on your way home.
Yeah. If we're getting paralytic, at least we're not that far to stumble up to bed. You know what I mean? I've got a full bottle of
Either that or
Malibu to polish off. So I've only had like one little tot out of it. So so that's that. Well, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to close it down because I've been on like nearly 2.5 hours. So I'll be back again tomorrow anyway. So I will see everybody tomorrow. I want to thank everybody for coming in. And I'll be back here at the normal time of 9 o'clock tomorrow. So some, as I say, this was just a Boxing Day special because I didn't go live last night. So thank you for all for coming in. Don't drink too much. Don't eat too much. And I'll see you tomorrow night. Bye.